Need some coins for golden tickets? Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com for the safest and cheapest coins anywhere. Use code ZERK at checkout for a 10% discount on your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Xerxy coming at you today with another YouTube video. Today we have some Madden 19 Ultimate Team information. Now, there was a blog that came out earlier today, but I took a lot of screenshots from this video. It's from your boy Pizza. I will leave a link to his channel in the description. He made a full video on this, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of analyze it more in depth. Then he didn't go over every single thing. But we have some look at the first base elite that we see, and it's definitely a big name guy. It's Le'Veon Bell. I'm sure you guys can see from the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure I'll probably put the picture of Le'Veon Bell in there. But we also have these solo battle rewards and also just some other stuff from the game. Now, there was a blog released earlier today, and I did make a video on all that information, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out as well. But definitely some amazing news for Madden 19 Ultimate Team. So the first picture you guys are seeing is going to be the MUT Squad's event picture. Now, just based off of this, you guys can see right now that obviously challenge the CPU. That's a new thing in the game. So we have a thing we can actually play the solo challenges, and it says defeat the CPU in a weekly showdown to earn series tokens. Each challenge rewards coins and XP. Complete the squad's challenges objectives to receive series tokens. Then there's also the squad seasons where you can challenge other squads online and top the leaderboards. And then there's also going to be a squad seasons leaderboards, and that is just for the MUT squads in Madden 19. Now, the next thing that we have is going to be something about the new chemistries in Madden 19. Now, he also said in the video something about a player that has played for multiple teams. You can actually select to have different team chems. So I think he said something about like Ndamukong Suh, how he's played for the Lions, he's played for the Dolphins, and he's played for the Rams. Now, you can choose to actually have any of those three team chems on him. That's kind of cool. So if you have a journeyman quarterback, say you don't even really, because of course now with the new thing, halfbacks like 1 and 2, quarterback 1 and 2, and all your backup linemen, they all actually like count towards your chemistries. So if you have a journeyman quarterback on your team that's been with a lot of different, teams like Mark Sanchez, he's been with the Jets, he's been with the Cowboys, I think the Broncos, and maybe some other ones as well. But there's a lot of different people you could go with that you could just have as a backup to get a little bit of a different team chemistry. But we also have some new chems, Power Run, and also Brawler, which is a brand new chemistry. We also have some other ones, which I went over in the blog, like Balanced Offense. But it's definitely a little bit weirder this year with the chemistries because, of course, there's 50 positions now that actually count towards your chemistries, and there's even some different positions in general, like slot corner is now a position, slot receiver, I believe, nickel pass rusher, I think, is something new. There's definitely just a lot of different chemistries and a lot of different slots available for chemistries, but Brawler Chem, as you guys can see, it requires, we only got to see tier 1 and 2, but Tier 1 requires 10 players, which may seem like a lot, but there is 50 players now that affect you. So you can get up to 25 per offense or defense, and you can see right now it requires 10 players, you get +1 strength, but if you get 20 players, you get +1 speed. Now, Brawler kind of sounds like a defensive chemistry, so I'm going to guess that's what it is, and if that's only a defensive chemistry, then 20 players out of your 25, that is definitely a lot of people to commit to one chem. Next up, though, you guys can see the first look at base elite Le'Veon Bell. Now, I have a picture coming up later in the video, a close-up of him, but you guys can see right here, player item is required. Now, the thing they did now with power-ups is as soon as you click on the item, you can actually go ahead and select them, and the first thing it'll say is something like upgrade on them. Now, this one says select from item miner because he must be in this set going to do this, but it says this upgrade requires a player item which will be consumed. Do you want to go to your item miner, select this player, and you guys can see Le'Veon Bell is an 88 overall. Now, if you're wondering why he doesn't have a chemistry, that is because it's actually in the blog earlier today. So essentially now, no cards have any chemistries. And also, if you guys just haven't seen the blog earlier today, you definitely want to go check that video out because there's a lot that you're going to miss out on if you don't check that video. There's a ton that's just been new. One thing being the fact that no cards have chemistries, and the new Power-Up system is you need training. Now, the way you get training is actually from quick selling things. So I'm going to silver items, gold items, elites. They all can be quick sold, and you can get yourself some training material. So definitely kind of interesting, and it doesn't cost that much out up here. From the blog, I think it costs like 13 or 15 to go to like a 75 overall. I can imagine if you want to up them even more, it's going to cost a lot of different training. And they didn't say exactly what the highest overall you could possibly get these guys to is. But with that being said, 88 overall Le'Veon Bell, definitely want to see what his stats look like. Unfortunately, he didn't show the stats, which I'm sure he wasn't allowed to do just yet. But with you being able to upgrade these cards, that is how you get the chemistry. So if you want to put a card into a set, and you have to upgrade them to tier 1 of training, which I believe they're still going to be auctionable once you do that, but it will cost you some training to be able to do this, and you can select any chemistry that you guys want on any card in the game. So they said basically no cards, so I think there's going to be maybe like legends or something, of course. They'll probably have some chemistry, some limited time cards. But besides that, you'll also have cards that do not have any chemistry. So you can really build your team around any chem. And that kind of is a little bit weird with how they do legends now. It kind of affects the prices of every single legend based on the chemistry. So now it's going to be a little bit different coming into this next year, and I'm definitely excited for that. But with that being said, now you can really build your team, and you're going to have to take a look at all the chemistries once they do finally release what they all are. Of course, I'll have a video for that. But once they release what all the chemistries are, I'll probably go over and see which chem is the absolute best for you guys. But with that being said, on to the next thing. You guys can see the refund system. Now, like I said, tier 1, the player I believe is still auctionable with a chemistry. Tier 2, though, is not. Now it says, do you want to revert your tier 10 upgrade for a full refund? It will cost 0 coins, and you will receive Core Elite Le'Veon Bell. So it won't cost you anything, but I did read in the blog that it would cost you something in order to refund. So maybe this isn't, fully, like, he probably just played a beta or something when he got flown down to EA. So I'd imagine that this isn't the full game just yet. So you probably will cost you maybe just like some training, or you won't get all of your training back that you costed. But it won't cost you any coins, most likely, that actually go ahead and refund. Which, if you guys want to go ahead and say you power up an Aaron Rodgers to like tier 11 or something, and you want to downgrade him all the way because now a new set came out and basically Aaron Rodgers is going for a ton of coins. You can definitely do that, which honestly might not be a bad investment right off the bat. If you guys want to go ahead and just buy whatever correlates you want and then just power them up, because you can just go ahead and unpower them up later in the year. But with that being said, like cards like positional hero sets, if they decide to do instead of wild cards next year, and they have like, basically Aaron Rodgers, basically Tom Brady, stuff like that, to go ahead and do positional sets, then I don't think they'd be going for that much, because I know a ton of people did power-ups this year, and they should have done like exact cards like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and some other QBs or whatever for those positionals, because I feel like a lot of people put base elites into power-ups at the beginning of this year, but now you can go ahead and get your core elite back and he will be auctionable, which is what a lot of people have been wanting. But next up, we have the solo battle rewards. Now you guys can see right here, based off this, it says right here, please note rewards are not confirmed, and I'm sure these are not the final rewards that they're going to be having, but it says right here, rank 1 reward, and there's also a couple different things on the screen I need to go over, and you can see it says less than an hour until next opponent update. And he also said they're going to be going with people, maybe like YouTubers or game changers, stuff like that. And that's going to be your featured opponent. So say they want to go with, I'm trying to think of a, like KKS. If they decide to go with KK for your featured opponent, and you don't have that much time left, you have a couple games left, he said you definitely going to want to go ahead and face your featured opponent, because that's going to give you the most XP for your score. Now, the solo challenge you're going to have to play, you get 1 try, it's 3-minute quarters, and I think it's going to be based off of how many points you can score. I'll definitely try to play this, as well as the weekend league when it does come out, but you guys can see there's solo battles weekly, which I would imagine there's probably going to be monthly, because there's another thing. Current week, there's top 100, your rank, and it says rank 1 rewards, you get a 3 pro packs, 250,000 coins, and 25 tickets, which I'm sure is not the final score. But you guys can see also on the left side, rank 1, rank 2 through 5, ultimate, elite, gold, silver, bronze, veteran. Definitely Pretty interesting. Now, it doesn't, 250,000 coins and 3 pro packs. I feel like the packs should be updated. But 250,000 coins for the solo challenges, that's a lot for just playing solos. Now, I'm sure it's going to be pretty hard, and they're not going to be the easiest solo challenges. There's also, I heard, multipliers for when you play these games, so you can choose the difficulty on what you want to play on. But, of course, you go with a harder difficulty and you don't have the best team, you might not score that many points, you might not get that many yards. I'm sure turnovers will be minus points, and especially if you lose the game, you probably get 0 points, so it's definitely going to be pretty hard and kind of interesting, but the rewards for that don't seem just that bad, just based off that little picture right there. But we also have Core Elite Le'Veon Bell, a better picture of him, close up you guys can see with your boy Pizza in the picture right there. 88 overall Core Elite with the Pittsburgh Steelers chemistry, and also he has 33 salary cap, but the main focus from this picture is actually when he zooms in. Now you can quick sell Le'Veon Bell for almost 3,000 training, 2,896 training points for an 88 overall Le'Veon Bell. Now my question is, will these points decrease as the year goes on? Because if you could just get a base elite Le'Veon Bell like right now in the game, I'm sure he won't be going for that much. Now, does this mean that base elites will be going for more through the entire year just strictly off the training? Because if that's the case, then these cards can have some extremely good value, or even a base elite like right now, like 2 months before Madden 19 even comes out, they could still be going for a little bit of coins because people still need the training to upgrade their cards. So definitely pretty interesting right there. 2,896 training that you could get for quick selling Le'Veon Bell. But that is all the information that I have for you guys today. I hope that you did enjoy the video. First look at the Madden 19 base elite card art. Honestly looks pretty cool, and I'm super excited for Madden 19. Solo battle rewards, quick selling cards for training. We also have new chemistries and the MUT squads thing. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Closing in on 20,000 subscribers. If you guys are not already subscribed, please do hit that sub button. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.